Jesus addresses his disciples, sharing the parable of a dishonest manager accused of wasting his master's goods. Faced with the threat of dismissal, the manager worries about his future, fearing poverty and shame. He devises a plan to secure favor from his master's debtors, hoping they will welcome him into their homes after he loses his job. The manager calls each debtor of his master, reducing the amount they owe to ensure their gratitude and support. The first debtor owes 100 measures of olive oil. The manager tells him to change it to 50. Another owes 100 measures of wheat. This is reduced to 80. When the master discovers this, he surprisingly commends the manager for his shrewdness, acknowledging his clever survival strategy. Jesus uses this example to discuss the prudent use of worldly resources to gain eternal friendships. He advises using material wealth to benefit others and secure a place in the eternal dwellings. The narrative shifts as Jesus emphasizes the importance of faithfulness in small matters as indicative of faithfulness in larger ones. Conversely, unfaithfulness in small things reflects likely unfaithfulness in greater responsibilities. Jesus concludes that no servant can serve two masters, highlighting the impossibility of serving both God and wealth. The Pharisees, lovers of money, scoff at Jesus' teachings, leading him to address them directly. He criticizes their justifications and external righteousness, underscoring that God knows their hearts. The discourse moves to the law and the prophets, asserting their importance until John the Baptist, after which the good news of the kingdom of God is preached. Jesus remarks on the enduring nature of the law, down to the smallest detail. Transitioning to a grim illustration, Jesus tells the story of the rich man and Lazarus. Lazarus, a poor man covered in sores, longs to eat what falls from the rich man's table, while dogs come and lick his sores. Both men die. Lazarus is carried by angels to Abraham's side, a place of comfort, while the rich man finds himself in torment in Hades. In agony, the rich man sees Abraham far away with Lazarus by his side. He begs Abraham to send Lazarus to cool his tongue with water, but Abraham explains the irreversible chasm between them. The rich man then asks for Lazarus to be sent to warn his brothers to avoid his fate. Abraham declines, stating they have Moses and the prophets to listen to. The rich man insists they need someone from the dead to persuade them, but Abraham responds that if they do not listen to the scriptures, they will not be convinced even if someone rises from the dead. This narrative interweaves teachings on stewardship, the dangers of wealth, and the realities of the afterlife, emphasizing moral and spiritual lessons throughout.